Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we are going to feature another unconfirmed species of Sansevieria. In fact, on this day I uploaded prior content with regards to this one because I needed to point out the relevance of uploading these species together. So this is an unconfirmed Sansevieria species and it is found in Lake Eyasi. So in the market, you will see it tagged as Sansevieria SP Lake Eyasi, and the expert with regards to this particular Sansevieria that was found in the said location is Wisesa or Wisesa. I'm not sure if I have pronounced the name correctly, but I will include that on the info or information that I always put on the right hand corner of the content itself. So like I mentioned, this particular cultivar is only known as Sansevieria SP Lake Eyasi. That's how it's written, and that's how it is sold in the market or tagged in the market. It is an unconfirmed species. Like I said, I wanted to upload them together with the prior episode that I made for the species, because that one is a confirmed rugusifolia species that was also found in Lake Eyasi. So this one is said to be found in Lake Eyasi, and there are about 6 Sansevierias, both confirmed and unconfirmed, that are found in the place called Lake Eyasi in Tanzania, Africa. So the one that I uploaded prior to this is a confirmed species. It has a collection number. It's Betala 1011. It's the rugusifolia species. So with that said, it is different from what I am showing you right now in terms of, like I already mentioned, the growth form or morphology, the pattern, as you can see. In fact, I still have the rugusifolia that I uploaded prior to it, and you will see that the pattern is different, the form is different, and also the leaf tips are very different. So that makes me conclude this is the juvenile leaf, by the way, and that is how the leaf tip would look like, although you will only see that on juvenile leaves. When they grow into maturity, that subulate tip becomes very wilty, and that's how it looks like. It is very different from what I have shown you on the prior video, because they're both having wilted tips, but the tip of this one does not curl. It's straight, although it's already wilted. It's straight. It doesn't curl as such. So all the tips of Sansevieria SP Lake Eyasi X Wisesa, or X that is introduced by expert Wisesa, is very different in form, pattern, leaf tips, and in my own conclusion, I wouldn't say that it is part of the rugusifolia species, although if we try to feel the upper portion, the leaf texture would be very similar to the leaf texture that we have described. That said, this one though has more wrinkled leaf or rough leaf, or in terms of texture, skin texture. If you have encountered a skin allergy wherein your skin was inflamed, this one is highly inflamed, so to speak, compared to the first one that I have featured. So They are really different in form and pattern. As you can see, this leaf in here also have a seismographic line pattern that you can see there. There are some wave of linear pattern or dark green linear wave like graph like pattern within the mottled leaf. So you will not find that in the Betala 1011 or the Rugusifolia. So that said, there are so many difference between it and the previous upload that we have, which is confirmed as Rugusifolia. So this might be a very close relative of the Rugusifolia species, but not exactly Rugusifolia if you ask me, and that is my conclusion of it. In fact, the form, it may grow into a rosette form of growth, wherein in comparison with the Rugusifolia, it's almost impossible to have a rosette form out of the Rugusifolia or the Betala 1011. So going back to Sansevieria SP Lake Eyasi, it can grow into rosette form, but I think the Betala, in my experience and in my growing experience, so to speak, Rugusifolia Betala 1011 will not grow into rosette form. That's just impossible for me. Although, like Eyasi, most oftentimes when I see it being sold in the market, they will develop into rosette form. However, they could also grow one leaf that is very long, and that is how the pattern would look like. As you can see on this juvenile leaf, it is very evident that there are very thin longitudinal lines that look like is coming from sort of a graph of something. So there you go. This is the offset, and it has grown only 2 leaves for the moment. I think it can grow more, but it's kind of awkward. By the way, this leaf is going to Lawrence, so I'll be sending him that offset. So I'm keeping the rosette though, because this is the main plant for Sansevieria SP Lake Eyasi. So with that said, we have discussed the a brief description or a brief origin of Lake Eyasi, or Sansevieria SP Lake Eyasi, said to be found in Lake Eyasi, Tanzania as well. You can keep in or you can look for the expert Wisesa or Wisa. Forgive me if I have pronounced the name incorrectly. But this is also said to have been collected by Beware or Mr. Betala. Let's just say or state the last name, because I feel awkward mispronouncing the person's name. So going back, I think we can start making measurements of the leaf of the Sansevieria SP Lake Eyasi. So first leaf, which I think is the widest, so it is at 68.6. This leaf over here is 55.5, and that juvenile leaf that's going to Lawrence is 57.1. Alright, so we have measured an average, or we have taken an average measurement of the specimen. Now what we'll do is we'll measure the leaf length. So from this one, I would say that my leaf length for the main plant is about 8 to 9 inches. but the offset has grown very, very long, and it has grown to about 20 inch. So the offset can grow to 20 inch. So I guess we can say that we'll take a measure of the short ones. Actually, there's a very, very short leaf on there when I started to buy it. So that's a 3 incher, 3 incher, then 8, then you have the 20 inch. Alright, so there you go, folks. So we have managed to take measurements and describe the leaf pattern, the texture. I've already described it to you. The front part is rough, bumped. When you try to feel it horizontally, there are bumps, horizontally and vertically. And the underside, though, or the abaxial part, is very rough, like sandpaper, especially horizontal feel, and vertical as well as rough. So it's very similar to the leaf texture of Vitala 1011, but overall there are just a lot of difference between it and the rugusifolia species. So my conclusion, some expert might insist it to be part of the rugusifolia. As for myself, there are just a lot of differences that I would say that it's different from the rugusifolia species. That is why I have also included this on the unconfirmed species of Sansevierias. So, folks, if you do have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And if you like what I have presented, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed watching. You guys have a great day.